Welcome back to my video. My name is Bill Paulus. My gamer tag for the PlayStation 4 is Snake Eyes BP 1980. I just came across a couple of videos and something that just came across my life that kind of gotten me to thinking. This video is not an update. This video is not any way, shape, or form of a video game. It's it's something that kind of ate at me for quite some time, and I just wanted to let you guys know how much it could affect your world as much as it has with me in my world. Now, the situation is that if I've always told people about marriage. If you ever want to get married, do expect a lot of pain, and this is not a bad pain. This is like a pain that if you found your right love or whatever, the one that you really loved for quite some time, and then you turn around and you lose that love. The the pain of losing that love is the pain I'm talking about, not the pain of marriage. The pain of marriage is totally different. It may be a heartache, maybe grief, maybe pain for you, maybe painless for others. But the point is that the marriage. I did two paper descriptions on a small story or something like that, so that people can understand and resemble of what grief is on love, or a loved one of a opposite sex or something like that. Um, I just The first one happens to be the fact that if you actually the story of driving a vehicle and you pop the tire. You pop the tire, and that's realizing that you not knowing what you're going to be doing, because due to the fact that the first thing you have to do is getting out of the car and assess things. Well, when you lost your loved one, you're assessing, you're trying to find out where you fit in this whole situation. The next part is that you have to remove the tire. So by jacking your vehicle up, it's up trying to find a way to uplift your life to be better. Although you know it's not going to be better because you're losing that one item or that one person. But when you put on that new tire, it's your way of saying, I'm about to move on. I am about to proceed to go into what is going to be my next part of my life. The part of getting back in your car is the emotional grief that you've had when you're trying to move from removing that tire and replacing that tire, which would have been the fact that you lost your love and you're trying to get back into something where you think it's the right way of going. Then when you start turning that turn signal on to get onto the street, is saying that you're moving on, but you still have that tire that you remembered back then when you came to that point. It's not a design of saying you should move on from grief. It's just that you have to move on from the point of your grief to knowing that this isn't the end. This is more of the beginning of a new life, a beginning of a new genre in your life. Um, as much as my wife had passed away, I stir my emotions a lot. I try to keep my emotions in check. Um, Playing video games usually keep my mind off of that, but when certain things like certain video games come up that requires you to remember things. Um, Sorry, I have to move because the lighting is starting to show that it's getting darker out here. But still, um, it just shows that one thing leads to another in life. And like video games, we once we've beaten it, we probably get tired of it, and so we put it away and bring out a new game and start a new life or whatever, or new way of playing things because we gotten so used to the old game that when the new game comes around, it's more different, more in different styles. And hence, like Final Fantasy, all their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 15 so far, and each and every one of them. Although some of you guys are maybe game theorists or whatever, I just want to say Final Fantasy is not a game, a way of making a theory of anything, because even in the theory of worlds are the same, there are not. Because in one game it's Gaia, one game is Spira, one game it's um, whatever. But none of them are the same because due to the fact that there are so many different genres or different things that's going on. Even the summons are different too. Even their names were different, like Guardian Force, which is called GFs in number 8. So on and so forth. I'm just pointing out the fact there are Aeons, which I'm playing in Final Fantasy X. There's Guardian Forces in Final Fantasy VIII. There's summons in Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, maybe up to a certain point. Materia you have to use to summon your characters in Final Fantasy VII. And I mean, quite literally, it builds. It's something. But the point I'm trying to say is that in grief, in loss of a loved one, it as much as you love, I mean, quite love, not like love. No, I'm talking about love, as in one of those things where you're so passionate on love, like marriage. Even though a lot of people these days, marriage is not absolute, 100% going to be perfect, and everybody decides, oh, we're going to have to ditch this because marriage is not the way we thought it was. Then what is marriage? If it's not a 50-50, then what is it? Love is it's unquestionable. Love is desirable, and quite literally, if you lose all that, you will feel grief, you feel pain, you feel sorrow, you feel guilt. You let things bottle up inside and it just eats you up. And that's not what you're not supposed to do. Quite literally, that's not what any human's supposed to do. Because grief is not the best way of life. I know because I've been there before. I have been depressed before. I've been depressed because due to the fact that I wasn't going to get into any marriage, and I was getting old. I was getting to age 21, and I had no way of thinking of I was going to get a wife anytime soon. But when I met my wife back in 2008, that would make me 28 years old at that time. I'm just I I just want to point out that it's not going to be easy. Love is not easy. Marriage is really isn't easy. It's something that two halves need to work together to be as one. And quite literally, that's my whole point of view on the whole situation. Because I mean, this one game that Markiplier did just recently. This is just the 28th, 29th of July of 2016, and he did a video that happens to deal with something that he talked about that he didn't happen to his hadn't done this game for about a year because of his friend passing away, and his and it reminded me of my wife and my wife's passing, and I think this video kind of had to come to become a reality for me, so I can actually move on and show you guys that video games may be a key into some people's lives, even in stories. It's a page turner at times. I was emotionally drawn to Final Fantasy VIII because due to the fact that I felt like I was Squall looking for my Rinoa. And when I found her, I was afraid to lose her. And by the time I did lose her in passing of the time, passing through time, I feel like there was supposed to have been something kind of more into it, but I'm not going to dwell on to that. I will wait until what my next page for that could be in the future. But for now, I'm just making videos and trying to hope that you guys enjoyed some of these videos and understand that it's not going to be an everyday thing or whatever, an everyday life. It's just that it's one of those things where you've got to learn on your own time or whatever what I mean by love is very valuable, and and I would like to quote a Bible because the Bible does say love is greater than these. It meant that if you love, there's so many words of love out there. You got amore love, although some of the videos they're called amore shipping, which I'm thinking shipping. I don't want to tarnish the word love, but there are certain loves that are out there, quite literally. And I do want you guys to know that not everything is going to be in a basket of love. Sometimes it just can be a, grief and sorrow at times. But that's up to you guys if you're willing to push forward, willing to move forward, willing to make your life much better. Even though it may not be better now, it'd be better in the future. If you actually take a look at the past and take your time and learn and comprehend, understand, and just not give up. Because love isn't that way. Love is to be understood. Love is to be understanding. And that's probably the same meaning, but it's not separate. I know that in video games we never have human contact. But I do hope that you guys do enjoy your time enjoying my videos. I'm still going to make more video games. Yeah, I may be still doing. I'm planning on putting more, getting a video set up for Pokemon. Yeah, I'm. It's due time for me to go back to the lore of Pokemon. And guess what? Even some of the and what really got me into doing Pokemon is the Pokemon Go game. And since I got my camera, my phone up and running and fixed, I'm hoping fixed. I'm just gonna hope and pray that maybe next video I can actually show the games a lot easier, a lot better, maybe down the road. But other than that, I'm just hoping and pray that you guys just enjoy the videos as much as I can give to you. I'm not really making any money, and I'm only got like maybe 16, maybe less than that, or maybe more. I don't know how things are going to go, and those katydids are out today. But the point is that you guys need to enjoy my videos. If you enjoy them. I don't know. But other than that, hopefully you guys see me in the next video. I might come back to talking more about the grief and sorrows and stuff like that, so that you guys understand that much more that you love, you will lose. That much more. I know that's a bad give and take or whatever, but it's if you don't want to lose your love, you wish you can die with them. And I used to have that. I had that feeling before, but I'm moving on. So I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you see me next time. Bye for now.